In South Africa, we're obviously always worried about physical crimes. I can name them, I'm sure you'll know them: hijackings, assault, robbery. But apart from that, crime also very much on the increase when it comes to online crime. In fact, here's a worrying number. South Africa is ranked 6th in the world in terms of recent rankings of cyber crime. Online fraud estimated to cost the country more than 2 billion rand every single year. And we're heading quickly into December. Everyone's going to be getting bonuses, going shopping, drawing money and buying things online. So joining us now is SA Banking Risk Information Centre CEO Nischal Mewalall joining us this morning. Nischal, good morning to you. Good to have you on eNCA. Just how bad is this as we're going into December? How worried are you as an information centre?
Hi, good morning, Gareth, and good morning certainly to the viewers. Thank you for having me on the show this morning. So certainly we have a situation where the crime numbers are showing us that the number of incidents specifically taking place in the digital space, as well as the credit card and application fraud environment, has certainly increased. Gross fraud losses in the digital space are up by 45%. Customers lost directly more than 438 million rands this year. And then when we look at credit card and debit fraud, certainly they've breached the billion rand loss mark. So the numbers are quite staggering. And certainly I think the criminals are in for a bumper festive season.
Well, that's the part that worries me. It's that the criminals seem to know what to do to get our money without us knowing about it. Everything's online. Everything lives on credit cards, whether we are tapping or inserting. And Nischal, what do we do to try and protect ourselves? I mean, it just seems as though the criminals are always going to be 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of us.
Yeah. So we've spoken about this quite a number of times. Our concern has got to be phishing campaigns, which certainly evolve based on the environment. You can expect that during the months that lie ahead, we're going to see an escalation in the types of frauds relating to holiday scams. Certainly individuals would be wanting to buy things for presents and stuff like that, and you would find that you would be defrauded. People are going to be doing a lot of shopping, and the types of shopping they're going to be doing would involve going online. So the stuff that we need to be doing is beginning to get ourselves aware of how these types of activities take place. So phishing and vishing scams, you need to know and you need to understand what to do and how to respond to it. Certainly there's lots of information out there, but the most common ones involve people calling you up, pretending to be people from the bank, asking you for your information. There's many others, Gareth, including protecting your machines, making sure you are choosing wisely where you share your data. And last but not least, it's coming down to a little bit of common sense, not responding using your emotions to giving out your information.
I suppose this is the issue, because they all sound so legit as well when they phone you and when they send you these emails as well. Are we getting to a point, Nischal, where we have to start being paranoid? Careful is now in the rearview mirror. We have to be paranoid that even if what we believe as the bank phoning us, we need to be extra skeptical of that. I suppose the onus is on us to actually do all the hard work, isn't it?
Yes. Look, I think it's a far-fetched from saying we need to become paranoid. I think what needs to be what we need to be is a lot more vigilant in the way we go about trusting people. I think one of the problems we have is that we are a very trusting nation. We take for word, when people say they're going to do things for us. And that's what we have found. These criminals tend to leverage on the fact that we are a trusting society. We believe in face value what you say, and that's how we end up getting misrepresented. So it's not about becoming paranoid. It's about making sure we are able to assess the kinds of stuff that happen. And the other thing that makes us quite vulnerable is the number of data leaks that actually happen. Some of our businesses that collect data don't necessarily take strong preventative measures to protect the data. And then when they lose it, this data becomes available to criminals who then leverage that data to manipulate customers.
It's such a complicated way of fraud these days being committed. Nischal, thank you very much. Indeed, I appreciate it as well. Extra vigilant, you're quite right. Perhaps not paranoid, but extra vigilant. If in doubt, I'm sure Nischal would agree as I say goodbye to him, is if in doubt, don't do it. Rather phone the bank yourself.